तनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। The greatness of the Lord is on the fact that a jnani has devotion towards him. That's the beauty. So in the Bhakti Yoga chapter, he is describing the qualities of a bhakta when he says, he is describing the qualities of a bhakta who is a jnani. As he stated earlier, there are different types of bhaktas. Artha, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani. Artha means the person who is distressed. Artharthi means the one who is worshipper of wealth. Jignasu is the one who seeks knowledge. Jnani is a man of wisdom. Man of wisdom having bhakti is the beauty. That is the greatness. Where Artha, Artharthi, Jignasu having devotion towards God is nothing great. Jnani carries that devotion is the beauty here. That is the greatness of who? It shows the greatness of Jnanam, it shows the greatness of the Jnani, it shows the greatness of Ishvara. That's the beauty here. So this 35 qualities that he is describing, he is describing the qualities of a Jnani who is a Bhakta. That is why we find it difficult to practice most of the qualities here. Because most of these qualities, we find it most impractical for us to translate in our life, in our day-to-day life. When you see Adveshta Sarvabhuta, where are you going to practice no hatred to all beings? So who can practice it? Only a man who has that jnanam alone can practice it. Compassion. Who can afford to have compassion? Only the one who has jnanam can afford to have compassion. Others cannot have compassion. Others can pretend and say, yeah, I am very compassionate towards animals. But the chicken I will have. There's an activist I know here in Bangalore, elephant activist. Yes. The first question I asked her was this: you're a vegetarian, non-vegetarian? Yeah, I have non-veg. What about you? I said, not in front of you. But she introduced herself as elephant activist. Official animal. That Jalapushpa, sir, we have. That is allowed. If someone says, I'm going to eat elephant enough, she'll kill you. Maybe eat you live. Compassion. Is there compassion? It is fashion, not compassion. It's a fashion. Most of the things that we do is just a herd instinct. Uh, In the 80s, 90s, what is the fashion? Love marriage is fashion, no? You will not know. Le- Imagine your time, marriage. Remember your marriage. How was it? Love marriage, no? Fortunately, there is a good arranged marriage. But they call themselves as no love marriage. Arranged marriage. No. Only difference is they themselves arranged it. It's not a love marriage. Love marriage, it's like, the 80s, the early 80s. It's like a in thing. Today, what is it? Today, if someone says love marriage, he says what? So, how many love you have had in your life? In school, I had one, and then when I went to my high school, I had another one. I had, what happened? Now? Okay. I asked him what happened there. He's saying, we are coding. What to do? So, in thing, fashion. Or compassion, let the fashion boy, fashion, let the It is the it's the this is the fundamental problem of herd instinct. Remember that herd instinct will continue for a period of time, and then you will drop it and move on to something else. You will drop that and move to something else. This is the danger of herd instinct. Today, what is the fashion? What is fashion today? Ah, correct. You're on track. You're updated. Living together. If someone says, I love marriage, we don't even 90% of it, we don't even ask how the marriage has happened. So the fashion is what now? Living together. Contract marriage. In Bombay is already started. Contract marriage. We'll also get it. Yeah, contract. Where is compassion you can discuss here? So all these qualities, when we discuss, we are discussing the qualities of a bhakta who is a jnani. Remember that. Most of us miss that fact. So we start looking at the person who is Artha Bhakta, or you look at the Artharthi Bhakti and compare that with this. Artharthi will go to Tirupati Balaji and ask what? Get me the contract. I will give you hair, give me contract. That's all he can ask. He cannot ask anything more than that. We are not saying that is wrong. We only say that is inferior quality. That's only elementary. But then when you see a child who is struggling to solve how 2 plus 2, what? After 7, what? When the child is struggling, do you criticize the child? or you encourage the child. Exactly same way, the scriptures tell us don't criticize that Artharthi. Do not criticize the Artha Bhakta. But then one day he has to graduate himself to the position of a Jnana Bhakta. Don't try to practice bhakti. Try to graduate by gaining knowledge. Bhakti will come. Whatever bhakti that you have had earlier will get more refined, more intense, more deeper. There will be refinement, there will be depth, there will be intensity. But the manifestations and expressions will not be like that of a Artha Artharthi Jignasu. He may not go to temple. He may not do any rituals. Mark my words, I am only saying may not. But doesn't mean he will not. He may not do all those things. Mostly he will do it. But the way he will be doing, the way he is going about is very different from what you do. You just go on collecting. Earlier you are collecting what? Wealth. I have a house here, I have a house there, I have a house here, I have a house here. If you cannot buy a house, it's too expensive. Then what you do? I have a car here, I have a car there. You can't park all that problem. What to do? What you will buy then? என்ன செய்யுங்க? Gold. அவ்வளவுதான். And it's too much. Car is big problem parking. Gold. Gold jewelry, this jewelry, that jewelry. Now what are you doing? Ticking all temples visit. Yatra, you go. I've been to Kailash. For what? Do you know the difference between Kailash Manasarovar and is that Niagara Falls? As far as you are concerned, you take one selfie and come back and irritate all of us. Otherwise, what is the difference? I've been to the temple, I've been to this temple, I have been there, I've been to this yatra, that yatra, collecting. But the habit of collection will not stop. It is only objects that you collect will change. And you think the person who is going from temple after temple after temple, now 108 Divya Desam. I have covered 98 of it. And then they say, no, actually there are 114. The last physics is not on earth. So for you to cover the whole thing, what you should do first? Die. When the Divya Desam finished. And that doesn't mean, no, you only said no, Divya Desam, I should not go. Please go. Not for your bhakti, for economics. Around the temple there are shops, no? Around the temple there is a travel fellow, and there is a ticket, bus is there, train is there, flight is there. How many are getting employment? You will go there and have a cup of tea. The chai wala is getting some money, no? For economics, I endorse. I say, yeah, you should have very good soup. Why don't you go there also? Now people think, I am encouraging them to go to temple. They don't know for what I am saying. What is Bhakti. Whose bhakti he is discussing? Satya Bhakta is dear to me, he says. Which Bhakta? Not Artha Jignasu. Jnani. A Bhakta who is a Jnani. 19. Santushto yena kenachit aniketa stiramatihi bhaktiman me priyo naraha tulyanindastu te mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa stiramatihi bhaktiman me priyo naraha. To whom censure and praise are equal. Silent, content with anything, homeless, steady minded, the person full of devotion is dear to me. And one more pair of opposite he gives. To whom censure and praise are equal. Now, earlier he had referred to mana and apamana. Right? Mana, apamana is with reference to actions of people. Okay. Here, stuti, ninda. Ninda and stuti is referring to the words spoken by people about you. People will praise you through their words or they criticize you through their words. He is not affected by both. That's what he is saying. So there it is action. Imagine a person walks in with a bouquet. I was sitting in a class with a bouquet. I assume it is for whom? Right? And you carry the bouquet and come towards me. Confirmed, right? I extend. It actually happened to me. Manjunath is the one who organized my first talk in Bangalore. The first talk in Bangalore for me was organized by Manjunath. You remember? No. Thanks. HAL, correct. HAL. That Indian Institute of Personal Management. National Institute of Personal Management, no? That in their corporate office was there, so there's a lecture. So he came to pick me up. Only two of us, right? And we went. We entered the gate, and in the portico, he stopped the car. And they are all waiting for the speaker, right? And I got down. He has to go and park the car, no? So he just went, not so far or anything, just to park and come. Meanwhile, I have got down. And I know they are all waiting for me. And none of them have seen me. Okay? This I'm saying in 98. 97, 97, 98. It must be 98. 98. You have to, talk back 25 years back. Right? And I have to speak to them. I am standing there. Literally, the man was looking at the car. I've got down. He's standing in the steps. I'm down the ground. He is standing in the second step. So he's slightly, higher. And he is having a bouquet with him to receive the speaker. Right. And I'm standing. And he stopped the car. He got down. He came. He said, "Yeah, this is Ishwaran." He didn't register what is going on. It's all took about 20 seconds, not more than that. 20 seconds, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, he's looking at the car, nobody is there. Only Manjunath is there, who they all know cannot be the speaker. He literally, dumped the bouquet in my hands and, dropped it. I had to catch. He didn't give. He dropped the bouquet. I caught the bouquet. I went and delivered the lecture and came. What an insult, the first lecture. Is this the way you invite? அதான் மான அபமானம். You don't care. Either they recognize you or they do not recognize you. That is action. Mana apamana. Another one is this stuti and ninda is through words. Stuti is what? The person who has never heard me, know nothing. Like last week I've been to one lecture. They're reading the profile of the speaker. Nobody's listening. They're reading, how great he is, how great. For what they are speaking, I don't understand. Because I have not found a single person hearing what the person who is introducing the speaker is talking about the speaker. Nobody, I don't know why they have to do all that. They just have to mention the name here. I would say even that is not required. Next speaker will be Mr. So-and-so. Please take the dice. Done. Enough actually. Who is interested? But then they praise you. They say, wow, he is so great. What was written by you and given to them? I wrote my profile and gave to them. That lady is reading and these people are clapping. And the lady doesn't even know if someone else had to go and stand as Ishwaran, she will not know. If she goes and stands and saying Ishwaran, they will say yes. Will not know the difference. Very simple. People praise you and you get a kick out of it. And people criticize you and you get dejected for that. A bhakta never get elated, nor when he meets with criticism, he gets affected. People will criticize you. People will recognize you, people will not recognize you. There's no meaning. It doesn't make any difference to a bhakta because his focus is not here. Why he is not getting affected is because he has no value. Why he doesn't have a value is because he understands essentially something. When you see a person to be a cricketer, right? How you view? If a person comes and says, I'm a cricketer. Oh. Right. Another person comes and says, what do you do, sir? I am also a sportsman. Which sport you play? Goli. Goli you play? Goli, the fellow says. Why people are laughing? Why? There are two sports. This is also a sport. That is also a sport. Why is it when someone comes and says, I am a tennis player, you see them differently? There is when a person comes and says, "I'm a Coco player." Okay, okay. The moment a person comes and says, "I am a tennis player," you get excited. Basketball, herd instinct. I see everybody carrying a basketball. Right, right, right. A football. These boys and kids, they play only these two games: basketball, or football. They don't know any other game. Any other sport you go and talk to them about, it's all taste. Coco, one say. In our apartment, there is a play area we have for volleyball. Even our pets don't go there. The dogs don't go to that site. They have fantastic sand. They have put all the beach sand. Fantastic one. The only fool I'll go for a walk is myself. I'll do my chapel with barefoot. You walk. So soothing and so comforting. Have you ever taken him there? Hmm? Anybody is there? No one will come. Huge area. And every month, when these people have the meeting, there's a fight. We should have a play area for kids. It's there, no? Huh? Herd instinct. See, when you are valuing a cricketer, what does it mean? If you are recognizing a cricketer, what does it mean? You are recognizing a football player, what does it mean? You recognize football. You recognize cricket. You are not recognizing goalie. Why? You don't have a value for this game. Therefore, there is no recognition for this person. There is no appreciation for this person. You are not praising him. So when you are praising somebody, so when you are praising this bhakta, he understands what? You are not praising me. Your praise is not towards me. Your praise is to the jnanam that I represent. You value the knowledge. You value the shastras. Since you have value for the shastras, there is a recognition, there is a valuation. You recognize me. You praise me. So your praise, does it belong to me or it belongs to the shastras? A wealthy man is recognized, praised. Why? Because of him? Or you have value for wealth? You have a value for wealth and he has the wealth. Therefore you praise him. That's all it is. So he doesn't attribute it to himself. So when you're praising him, a jnani is knowledgeable. He has that sense. Therefore, he doesn't bring it to himself. And he knows. You know about him better or he knows about him better. What is your knowledge about him vis-a-vis his knowledge about himself? That is the difference between a knowledgeable person and an ignorant person. Man of wisdom and man of ignorance. What is the difference? Man of ignorance. Everybody will know about him except himself. Isn't it? Stretch it to the extreme, you will understand. A mad person will not know that he is mad, but everyone around him knows he is mad. The madness is ignorance. The ignorant person will not know about himself, but everyone around him will know. That is why today in the companies everywhere we do this 360-degree appraisal. And invariably you will see everyone who does appraisal about themselves. Remember in Vedanta treatise there's a portion called personality chart. End of the first, section, part A, introduction to Vedanta. Last topic was that. Prepare your chart. Sattvic Jnanam, Rajasic Jnanam, Tamasic Jnanam. Sattvic actor, Rajasic actor, Tamasic actor. Sattvic action, Rajasic action, Tamasic action. Sattvic Buddhi, Rajasic Buddhi, Tamasic Buddhi. Sattvic Dhriti, Rajasic Dhriti, Tamasic Dhriti. Sattvic Sukham, Rajasic Sukham, Tamasic Sukham. All this, we have to give marks to ourselves. Right? Sattvic Jnanam. What is Sattvic Jnanam? Seeing unity in diversity. I said 90. First chart of mine. 90. Well, you see, everyone is saying no. Unity in diversity. 90 marks. Rajasic Jnanam, I said, 5. Tamasic Jnanam, 5. 100. After that, we studied about what is Sattvic Jnanam. I said Ulta after that. Tamasic Jnanam 90. Sattvic Jnanam 2. Because you can't put 0. Ideally, I should have given 0 after the class. But then it cannot be 0. Therefore, I said 2. Sattvic Jnanam. Rajasic Jnanam, how much? 30. Tamasic is a maximum. Who knows about you? Others will know about you. When you are in anger, the other person knows or you know. That's why they say, don't get angry, don't get upset. When I'm upset, when I'm angry, I'm not angry at all. Why? You don't know. Ignorance. Opposite of that is wisdom. So man of wisdom has a right understanding of what he is, where he stands. So if he is at 40%, right, you praise him that you are at 60, or you criticize him that you are only 20, will he be affected? You are talking out of ignorance. The one who says he is in 60 is ignorant. The one who says he is in 20 is also equally ignorant. Both are ignorant. He has his level. That's it, nothing happens to him. He knows. You take an orange and squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze again. What you will get? Orange juice only you will get. How much ever you squeeze, will you get apple juice? I have this blender, sir. Unique blender. You put orange, you will get apple juice. Orange juice only you will get. You squeeze apple, you will get apple juice. When you are squeezed, what will come out of you is what is inside. If anger and frustrations and irritations and negativities were to be inside, squeezing will bring that out. If you have love and compassion and understanding and kindness, when you are squeezed, that will come out. What is inside alone will come. So that's why he understands what, no matter whether praising or criticizing doesn't make a difference. I'm saying he remains equal. That's what is the first quality. Tulya means equal. Ninda Stuti is equal to censure and praise. Silent. Don't expect me to discourse on that. Topic is silent. Lecture. Quiet is means he speaks with discipline. Maunam is vidavak. You speak with discipline. The disciplined speech is called Maunam. Maunam is not taken to be literally as not talking. It's not talking. If that's the case, all the Shastras, what Krishna himself is not following. The 18 chapters, who is talking? He goes. And then he says, Mauni. Maunam is not, not speaking. Maunam is to be having a discipline in your speech. You understand. It's exactly like the actor on the stage is silent to the character that is playing. See, that's the attitude. How does an actor see? Actor is not. It's the character that is. Shah Rukh Khan is not Don. The character in that movie Don is a Don. Then you have to say Amitabh Bachchan is Don. Shah Rukh Khan is Don. Rajinikanth is not Basha. It's not. Otherwise, you have to go and ask what's his name? KGF. Pushpa. Sandana Kadatala. No. The character does all that. What is he? He is silent. He has nothing to do with all these things. He doesn't do all that. He is not. He is Mauni. So actor, how does an actor stands as a Mauni means standing as a witness to all that is happening around him. Quietly he is watching. That does mean he will not talk. While talking also, what is he? Silent. He is silent when he is silent. He is silent when he is talking. That's Mauni. That's a Bhakta. Which Bhakta? A Bhakta who is a Jnani. Remember that. Keep adding that to every quality. Otherwise, you can't understand these qualities. If you put any other Artha Bhakta will not fit in. Artha Bhakta will be crying all the time. You can't be expecting him to be a Mauni. He will not. A Palambal case. That's Artha Bhakta. Greedy is Artharthi. Like that. Santushta yena kenachit. Yes.
So this silent, so it's coming from not being involved
Yes.
and silent. So
He's
I
not
speak
involved.
because I have to, but I'm not involved.
He does. His silence is not to be taken as a physical one. Mentally, he is quiet. Our problem is you can be physically quiet, but not mentally. Even in this practice of maunam, there is a specific practice called kashta maunam. Yeah, maunam, you can be quiet. Bring me coffee. Can text. I'm not speaking, no. But I can write, right? WhatsApp lot. Bring me coffee. More sugar. All that you can ask now. No sign also. There are certain, people, they don't talk when they eat. You see, they don't. But they will indicate what they want. Pachadi, they will show. I will put that. They say, no, there's another option. This kashta maunam is they will not even communicate through gestures, writing, gestures, nothing. It's a discipline. Kashta maunam. It's not easy. I tell you. Not to talk itself is a big thing for us. Not to show even a sign of it. Whatever, just be quiet. You have to practice it physical. But he is not talking about that. He is talking about a state where mind is silent. There's no thoughts gushing. There is no urge in him to express. You see, that urge to express. Expression can be anything. You can be talking even Vedanta. You see, you may say, sir, I'm so interested to speak on Vedanta only. That is also what? No. There is no urge to speak. It's not easy, I tell you. That is why we call the master speaking to us is compassion. Our problem is, sir, constantly talking, how to be silent. How much of effort we have to put in to move from sound to silent. You have no idea how much of effort is needed to move from silence to sound. Not easy. It's so powerful, you need tremendous power. That's why Buddha, when he got enlightened, for 7 days he didn't speak. And all the gods descended on earth and urged him to speak. They say, because Buddha was going deeper and deeper into silence. They recognized if he further travels, you cannot pull him out of it after that. No. So the gods descended and requested Buddha to speak. Therefore, Buddha started speaking on the order or on the request of the devas. Yes. Whether it is true or false is not my concern, but there is a deep meaning in that. That much of persuasion is needed for a person from that silence to come out and speak. Not easy. It needs effort. So we say a bhakta is one who is a mauni. He will not speak. Have such a deep experience. Will not speak. What to speak? Because the moment you speak, only worthwhile thing is to speak on Brahman, God. And nobody is interested. So to whom he will speak? And can he actually explain Brahman? Not possible. Can you explain the glory of what is the greatness of Brahman? Not possible. Adisesha tried. He had 1,000 tongues. Narayana Bhattatri, he says. Narayaniam. Beautiful verse. 1,000 tongues the fellow has uh, to speak. He tried to speak, couldn't communicate. I have one. What can I communicate? Because the content is huge. It's not that there is no audience. The problem is not the presence or absence of audience, because they don't speak for the audience. If Krishna were to be speaking for Arjuna, what Krishna should have done? One white line. Start, you idiot. Problem solved. That's exactly what Arjuna himself asked. Tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyoham. Tell me one thing, man, what I should do, fight or not? One word answer. Krishna's one word answer is 15 chapters. 3, 4, 5, 6. 80 chapters. Finally, Krishna didn't stop. That fellow said, Nashto moha smriti labdha. Thank you. Tat prasada. All my moha, all my confusion, God, Krishna. Enough. I'll start. If Arjuna would have kept quiet, he would have had 20 chapters. Bhagavad Gita will be of 20 chapters. Then we will find reasons why 20 is so unique number. 18 is 80 chapters. So a lot of people do the research, 18 is a unique number. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 is the last whole number. I also know 20 chapters. 2 plus 0 is 20. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita talks about only Dvaita philosophy, not Advaita philosophy. No celebrate. Weird fellows we are. One word answer, 15 chapters I will speak. He is not speaking to Arjuna alone. The context is different. Same way here. They don't speak to the audience. They had to express that. Is it possible to express it? They say, no, it is impossible. It is such a huge subject. What I have to talk about is so big. And the channeling is what? Imagine in the dam, they open only one. What will happen? One door they open, what will happen? You collapse. That is why they open few doors simultaneously. Otherwise, it cannot take the rush. Not possible. 1,000 tongues that fellow had. He tried and failed miserably. He gave up the ghost. Now I have one tongue. What I can talk? Therefore, what to do? Keep quiet. Bhakta will not speak. No, it is rare to find a Bhakta who is a jnani. Okay? He will not speak. Content with anything. Is satisfied with anything. Means you can please him very easily. He'll get pleased with anything. That is a bhakta. Why? He is associating with God who is pleased with anything. See, God, very weird. One leaf you give enough, he says. If nothing is possible, just give some water. It is a big problem. Yeah, it is a big problem. Yesterday we had no day before. Bantalamun. All that you have to take is what? Just one spoon of water you give. That's it. What is the difficulty? Prayer over. He is satisfied. He is satisfied with what? Just a leaf, an ounce of water you give. He is associating with such a person. Obviously, he will also be what? Pleased with anything. Anything you give, they'll get. Means he is such a sophisticated, refined personality. That's what it means. That refinement is not demanding. It should be like that. It should be like this. Yeah, that is madness. Refinement is not demanding. You are demanding. Oh, it should be like that only. It should be like this only. That is not bhakta. Who is a jnani? Remember again. If he is artharthi bhakta, what he will say? No, 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 no. Which you are booking my tickets? Which one? First class? Business class? Economy class? Listen, unreserved. We come to the railway station, we'll take the ticket and go. Will you come? What? That's artharthi. Jnani, artharthi. For him, it's all, which brand you wear. It depends on the brand. Artharthi. I'll wear only that brand clothes. That doesn't mean, whoever wearing a brand clothes are all, local. This is the problem. If I say this, you will say that. If I say that, you will say this. That's like Mauni. Can't talk to people. He has, when you get pleased is when somebody is catering to your likes and dislikes, you get pleased, right? What you don't like, they don't give, they don't do. What you like, they give. You get pleased, isn't it? It's as simple as that. And he gets santushta, little, contented with the little things. That means his likes and dislikes are what? That's the link. Why he is getting it like this? Now, is because he is likes and dislikes are very limited. He is going for the wholeness, completeness, not perfection. If you're looking for perfection in life, you will suffer. A bhakta is not a perfectionist. Then he stands for what? He stands for completeness. He stands for wholeness. That is why he is contented with anything. He is satisfied. Aniketa, homeless. Another problem. Homeless. This is saying in Kannada, no, that says that Allide nammane illide sumane. La? Illi bande sumane. Correct. Allide nammane illi bande sumane. Allah homeless. Aniketa, no. This is not my home. I am just here for passing. You see, once one fellow was telling me, "This is not my home, sir." I said, "Transfer it in my name." Don't try all that with me. I'm neither a bhakta nor a jnani. So I don't have this problem. Homeless, Aniketa. There is a street in Mysore. I wanted to buy a house in that street. When we were planning to buy Aniketa, there is a street. My name Aniketa in Mysore. Best street in Mysore. Aniketa. Homeless fellows. That's a sannyasa dharma. Homelessness is a sannyasa dharma. That's not a grihastha dharma. Remember. That's why these values, you should know how to practice. If you don't know how to practice, you will be totally confused. Ahimsa. Imagine ahimsa is practiced by policemen. What will happen? Army says ahimsa, sir. Ahimsa paramo dharma. All of us should be peace. You keep showing, white flag all the time. They will take you, bundle you in that white and send you back. Ahimsa. Ahimsa is whose dharma? In action. Ahimsa as an attitude everyone should have. But ahimsa in action, can everyone follow? Should everyone follow? Impossible. Imagine the court, they say ahimsa, sir, we should not hurt anybody. So when a fellow, steals, burglar, bring him to the police station, offer him a good seat. Excuse me, sir, would you like to have tea, coffee? He says, I'll have cold coffee. Order cold coffee from Starbucks, offer him. And that fellow says, no, I am a very spiritual person, sir. I will have only nirvana from coffee day. There is a drink called nirvana, coffee day. You have not had that. Empty or coffee only we have, sir. Here, we won't switch loyalty. Okay, my yes. Okay. It's not that. Yesterday, there is a burglary these people are saying in their house. By any chance, is there a possibility that you could have executed that? No? Okay. Thank you. Can you do that? Impossible. You see. Same way, Aniketa. In practice, you cannot do this, Aniketa. That's why I've been telling you people from the beginning. These qualities are not to be taken as practice. But Maunam, there is a possibility. You may take it. You may say, sir, I want to practice Maunam. That's okay. You can say, you can try that. But Aniketana, don't try. Homelessness. It's a sannyasa dharma. In our Shastras, they divide dharma into two categories. One is called Samanya Dharma, another one is called Vishesha Dharma. So for all of us, there are certain things which are all Samanya Dharma. Samanya Dharma means everyone should practice at all times. Satyam Vada, Dharmanchara, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava, Matru Devo Bhava, all this is what? Samanya Dharma. That's not Vishesha Dharma. You have to spy your ministers. You should fix a spy in the minister's house. To the king, it's advised. You should keep a spy in whose house? Just keep a check on what your queen is doing. Not that he is suspecting her. Right? It's not that. He has to do it. But is it the dharma for everyone? No, that's not the dharma for. But for a king, that's a dharma. He is supposed to do that. That's called Visesha dharma. Depending upon who you are, what role that you play, what position you are in your life, based on that, things will vary. Visesha dharma. A brahmachari should not be wearing a chapel. Not allowed. That's why you will find brahmacharis, carrying an umbrella with them. Vamana avatar, you have seen? Picture. He'll always carry an umbrella. Why? No chappals for them, not allowed. But umbrellas allowed. There is no quantum that you are supposed to eat for a brahmachari. They can eat any quantum. No timing. But for a grihastha, there is a specific time, specific quantum. You should not eat beyond that. Rules were given. Why? This is called Visesha dharma. There are Samanya dharmas, general rule, and there are specific rules. This clarity only in this system has. No other system has got this clarity of presenting Samanya dharma, Visesha dharma. We mix up all that. Today we expect Samanya dharma to be practiced by even Visesha. No. If there is a clash between Samanya dharma and Visesha dharma, priority should be given first to Visesha dharma. Not that. Specific. That is why the Asharada had that problem. Samanya dharma is what? The son is supposed to be the first son, is supposed to be the king. That's the Samanya dharma. That's a general rule. But here, he has given a specific rule, specific word given to Kaikeyi. Now she is asking, can he deny that? Which is specific, case specific, this is. He is stuck between the two dharmas. Why Dasharatha suffered is not because of his attachment to Rama, as many of us think. It's presented also like that, but that's not his essential problem. Far more deeper than that was the problem of the clash of these two dharmas. And no clarity he has because both are important. Now, how can you give up one for the other? Right? Finally, he goes by this rule. What? Visesha dharma. That's a general one, sir. Given. Take. But I cannot live after that. Because I had compromised on the Samanya dharma. The general rule I have broken. But what has happened actually? Not even for a second, that fellow sat on the throne, isn't it? Bharata. 14 years, what was ruling then? Rama's chappal was. Can you believe it? When he cited that Visesha Dharma, he had upheld that Visesha Dharma. As a result of that, what has happened? That Samanya Dharma, which seemingly had been violated, has it really been violated? No. That got protected. That's what he says. Yoga kshemam vahameham. You don't worry. I'll take care. You do your job. I will take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. You carry on with your effort to this This Aniketa is what? Aniketa is only homelessness is this, means a dispossessive attitude towards his possessions. He has that. It doesn't matter. He doesn't get derive a sense of security from the presence of the objects. Home is a place where you feel secure. What is the proof? Today, even hotels we have started calling homestay. No? Why? Why are we calling those places as homestay? You're deluding yourself to believe it's a home. It's not a home, it's a hotel. It's a hotel room. But then we started calling that as home food. You know, home food. Why you call like that? Because only when you add that word home, you feel so you are satisfied just adding the name. For restaurant, same thing. You have to go there. When you are checking in, they will ask, give me your ID. You have to show your ID. Then you have to pay them. Then you ask them for hot water. It's not there. They'll say, okay, I'll switch on. All problems that you are having in any hotel room is there in this place also. Here, can you walk into their bedroom? You only said no homestay. In my home, I keep going to any room. The bathroom is not working. Can I use your bathroom? Can you walk in? You say, get out. You're not a guest here. But then they will say what? You are a guest. How deluding human beings are, I don't know what. Why we use the word? Because only when you say it as my home, you feel relaxed. If that is not your home, you are not relaxed. You can go to any place. There are people who carry their pillows with them. One fellow brought his mattress. His mattress came to the ashram. I have seen pillows. People bring their pillows. They had to. He says, I can sleep only on this mattress, only then I get sleep. Wherever I go, sir, I take this mattress with me. I asked him, what about abroad? You go there, airlifted. I need to have only this. He thought some, problem with the back, But that also cannot be, that particular one, as though it is custom made for his body. Sleep, no. Can't sleep. My bed, my pillow, my house. Wherever you go, the comfort that you are experiencing in your home, you will never experience anywhere in the world. Why? Otherness is there. For him, there is no otherness. Therefore, he has nothing to call particularly as my home. Everything becomes his home. See, many times I find it so difficult to relate to people because I genuinely don't feel the difference. When I walk into your house, anybody's house, anywhere I go, I genuinely don't see the difference. It becomes a big problem actually, because the social norms, what they call etiquette, expects us to behave in a particular way. You cannot do that. But I genuinely cannot feel the difference. Aniketa, you have to feel it. If you cannot have that, Lecture again here, what is it? It's a dispossessive attitude towards all your possessions. That is called aniketa. That's all. What is it? Allide nammane, illi bande sumane. I'll go home. I become homesick now. See you next week.